Welcome back, guys. We are in the tiny kitchen and we are going to be cooking the most delicious paella. I went to the fishmongers this morning and picked up some beautiful pieces of fish. What is perfect about this recipe is you can tailor it to whatever you like. So if you don't like fish, take it out. If you don't like chicken, substitute it for pork or something. So I absolutely love this dish because you can tailor it to suit your family. I'll be using fish and chicken in my recipe today, and I absolutely love cooking this style of recipe. It is the queen of one pot wonders. So everything goes into one pan, you only have one pan and a few plates to clean up, which is just my style of fuss-free cooking. So let's jump into the ingredients and I will show you my take on a Spanish classic. 1 large onion, arborio rice, chopped tomatoes, 1 cup of peas, prawns, mussels, 2 chicken breast, 4 cloves of garlic, 5 cups of chicken broth, a handful of parsley, bay leaf, smoked paprika and saffron. We're going to start by prepping our ingredients. So I'm measuring out 2 cups of rice and I'm just going to pop that to one side. And then I'm going to go in and dice this very large onion. So I'm going to try and dice this as finely as I can. This recipe does serve 4 people, which is why I'm using the whole onion. It does seem a lot, but it will be absolutely perfect when it all cooks down. And then we're going to go in and finely dice the 4 cloves of garlic. I'm going to try and get this as finely chopped as I possibly can. Set that to one side. Finely dice the parsley and set that to one side as well. In a bowl off to the side is some mussels that I had in some salted water to test if they were alive or not. Any that are closed are good, and any that are open like this are dead and need to be discarded before we cook them. In a heavy based pan, I'm going to add some olive oil. Go in with our onion, fry that up until it's almost cooked. And then I will add the garlic and just continue cooking those until they're properly translucent. I will then add a pinch of saffron, smoked paprika and the bay leaf, as well as the chopped tomatoes, and then go in and give everything a good mix. I will let this cook down then for about 10 minutes just so everything kind of infuses and the liquid reduces just that little bit. Once that's cooked down, we are going to pop in our diced chicken. You could also use chicken thighs for this. Sprinkle in your parsley and also add in your rice. So the rice I'm using today is arborio rice, which is a type of risotto rice. You can also use pudding rice or bamba rice for this. I think bamba rice is traditional, but you can use any type of sort of risotto style rice that will absorb a lot of liquid and give it kind of that kind of authentic sort of rice taste and texture. I'm going to give this a good mix so all of the rice grains and chicken are covered in that beautiful tomato sauce. In with some of the chicken stock. I'm going to pour that in slowly. And I'm going to give the pan a little bit of a wiggle just to settle the rice and even it out across the liquid that's there. I will go in and top up with some more stock just so it has enough liquid to cook in. The idea is to not stir this once you've added your stock because it will create a beautiful toasty bottom. So I'm going to leave that cook for about 15 minutes and then I'm going to come back and finish it off with the last of our ingredients. So I'm going to add the peas that we measured out earlier and go in with that beautiful fish that I picked up from the fishmonger earlier today. So I'm going to try and arrange it in as pretty way as I can. So I kind of like to stick the fish out of the paella. I just think it looks kind of nice when you present it on the table for everybody to tuck into. I'm going to nestle in the prawns there as gently as I can, but obviously pushing them down enough so that they obviously cook as well. And I will, in between each of the prawns, I will go in and add as many mussels as I can actually fit in here. I absolutely love shellfish I've probably got way too many mussels here than can actually fit in this pan, but I just love mussels and prawns. They're my favourite seafood. And then when the prawns and the mussels are cooked, the prawns will obviously turn a beautiful blushed pink and the mussels will pop wide open when they're cooked. Any that don't open, you need to discard and not eat. I cannot wait to tuck into this. The house smells absolutely amazing. So I'm going to leave this cook for a further 5 minutes. Once the 5 minutes is up, I'm going to remove it from the heat and I'm going to cover it and let it rest for 10 minutes before I serve it up. I don't have anything big enough to cover this pan with, so I've used my big stock pot to cover the top of this pan. The saffron has just let off the most aromatic smell in the house. It's amazing. It's got a beautiful deep reddy orangey colour on the rice, which I'm so happy with. But what we need to find out is whether we got that beautiful toasty bottom, which is what you really want to try and achieve. Let me bring that into you a little bit closer because I think we have achieved it. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next Tiny Kitchen cooking video.